Right. Shalawam. This is the brothers from GMS Louisiana Saints, the New Orleans camp, with another live lesson. But before we get started, we're going to give all praises, glory, and infinite honors to Yahweh. But before we get started, we're going to give all great Millstone who rule and teach well, and peace and salutations to Akim out there pushing this word in truth and sincerity to the four corners of the globe. May you brothers endure until the end. And with this lesson, we're just going to get into the fact that you're starting to see it happen more now, but it's going to increase more and more as we get into Jacob's trouble. The death, destruction, misery, and horror that the Most High is about to bring to you people on this planet for your wickedness, especially 2/3 of the nation of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Videos are constantly coming out on Jakes killing each other, cops killing Jakes, Jakes in South America butchering each other, flaying their skin off, using dogs to eat people's private parts, Instagram models getting kidnapped and found dead naked on the side of the street. The list goes on and on. And we haven't even gotten to the pestilences that are coming that are going to make people throw up their guts from being sick, famines, which are going to lead to cannibalism, foreign troops on the streets of America gunning people down and bayoneting them and their children, you name it. It's about to get rough and rugged and disgusting out here.
I got one real fast. To start it off with, this is Second Esdras 8 and 50. Second Esdras 8 and 50, it says, "For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter times shall dwell in the world, because they walk in great pride."
Hey, I was holding that.
God,
the spirit came out first. Great, it's all good.
But as it says, for all you people walking in great pride, especially you Israelites, many great miseries are about to be done in these last seconds of these last days. The things you've seen right now are not going to hold a candle to when the Most High really opens that floodgate of destruction on you, and nobody's going to be exempt. Old niggas aren't going to be exempt. Young Jakes aren't going to be exempt. Sodomites, straight people, atheists, men, women, children, grandma at the nursing home. Everybody's about to get the business end of a Kalashnikov or an AK-47 or an AK-74, a Scar Heavy, a bayonet, a knife, a grenade, a rocket, dogs eating people. It's about to get nasty out here. And you know what? I'm excited to see you people finally get this punishment for all the degeneracy you've been living in, all the filth, because it's much deserved. When you gotta read the news and see a woman that didn't have any arms and legs, who was a school teacher, was molesting kids, you know this place has got to go. The wickedness of this planet has reached to the heavens, and the only way it's going to be cleansed is by all these different calamities and ultimately that nuclear fire. But if somebody could get me that Ezekiel 9, Baba Kasha.
I got you. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 9, verse 4. "And the Lord said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof."
And that's those death angels going throughout the earth, commanded by Yahweh to put that mark of exemption, that the Wah, on the men that are sighing and crying for the abominations thereof. The men you're seeing on this live stream right now, the men of the Lord, the prophets of the Most High, chiefly through GMS, as well as the brothers that go out onto the highways and byways, and the rest of the righteous 1/3 who are sincerely doing their best to come back to their power. We can see the nastiness that's about to come. So we're trying to get that protective hedge of Yahawah bahasham, Yahawashi over us, so we can be exempted from all these horrific calamities that are going to be so bad that people are going to be dying of heart attacks before the hatchet really comes down on them.
Yeah. Verse 5. "And to the others he said in mine hearing, Go ye after him through the city, and smite. Let not your eye spare, neither have ye pity."
Hey, when the Most High sends out these death angels to really put out that work, it's going to be like that quote from the Terminator. He doesn't eat, he doesn't sleep, he doesn't feel pity or remorse, and he will not stop until you are dead. Once the Most High gives the spirit for these death angels to get to the business, you can't plead with them. You can't give them money. It's just going to be straight judgment, death, and misery.
Hey, get the one. Get the one with King David when he did the census. The Lord had to tell the angel, chill out, man.
God, that's a beautiful one. I think that's at the end of 2 Samuel. But yeah,
that same angel coming back, man.
Yeah.
Lord gonna bring that same angel back to get down right dirty with you, with you degenerates out here, man. You unbelievers, you haters of the Most High, man. All right.
Yeah, it's I know one of the accounts is 2 Samuel 24, and it's really the whole chapter. You're gonna have to jump around a little bit in it.
Yeah, I'm gonna see where I'm gonna start.
But while you're looking for that, could you finish that Ezekiel 9 and 6, Wadia, Baba Kasha?
Yeah. Ezekiel 9 and 6. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they begin at the ancient men which were before the house.
Hey, slay utterly old and young, people up in their 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s to the young, people in their teens, from 1 to 10, little babies, you name it. There's going to be no mercy in that day when these death angels get that order to really start executing judgment. Both maids and little children, and women, women that have been with men, women that are virgins, little children, etc., etc. And it said, begin at my sanctuary, as it says in Peter's. The judgment's going to begin at the house of the Lord. So how much more for them that do not believe? There's going to be that sifting process for the men and the women that think they're of Israel to see whether they're worthy to be the righteous 1/3 or not. And then it's going to go to you 2/3, and it's going to be extremely horrific out here. Freddie, Jason, Michael Myers aren't going to hold a candle to the destruction that Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi is going to bring. And it said, then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. You old heads who have really failed the youth. When the youth look at you now, what are you? A bunch of alcoholic, drug addicted, buck dancing coons. It's sickening to see you old headed simps out here. So it'd be something especially nice to see you old men and women of the nation of Israel get put to death.
I got that. I'm going to start at the top and then jump down.
Khan.
This is 2 Samuel chapter 24, starting at the top. And again, the anger of Yahawaah was kindled against Israel, and he moved David against them to say, go and number Israel and Judah. So the Most High controls good and evil. He actually causes Jake to go off when he wants to judge Jake. That's important to understand. But I'm going to skip down here. It says,
about verse 10.
Yeah, I'm going to jump down to 11. So,
and if I could say, this is I think this is also accounted in Chronicles, and it said that Satan tempted David. Well, Satan put the spirit on David to number Israel, but as the brother just said, the Most High controls good and evil. So if you can receive it, Satan actually worked for the Most High. He's his top left-handed angel that sends out judgment. He can't do anything without the Most High's go-ahead.
Yeah, tells you that in Job. He's amongst the sons of the Most High. But
he is a son of the Most High.
Yeah, he said, "From whence thou comest, from walking to and fro throughout the earth." In Job, the book of Job.
Yeah, that's the one you talking about. Is 1 Chronicles 21:1. It says, "And Satan stood up against Israel and provoked David to number Israel."
Khan.
Yep.
You go to with both. Because Jacob say, "Oh, look at the Lord doing evil," but in the Chronicles it tells you that Satan stood up against Israel to let you know that the Lord do work it. The deceived and the deceiver is his.
Khan.
Yeah.
It also says in Psalms that he sent evil angels upon Egypt to fight them.
Yeah.
Let me get this one real fast.
The children of disobedience.
This is Isaiah 45:7. I form the light, I create darkness, I make peace, I create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things.
Yep.
Point blank period. The Most High is in control of everything. He's a balanced power. He has love and he has hate. If anything was too far in either direction, it would be completely out of whack, which is something a lot of people can't understand. So when you're blaming the devil for killing people, you're really blaming the Most High. But keep going in that second Samuel's Baba Gasha, because in this account, like the brother just read in Ezekiel chapter 9, those that are going throughout the cities to smite young and old, women and little children, those are the death angels sent from the Most High. And in this account, we're going to get an example of just how destructive one of these angels can be. So imagine multiple angels going throughout the planet, releasing the judgments and punishments of the Most High upon you people for your wickedness and your pride.
This is after he numbered Israel. Verse 11, for when David was up in the morning, the word of Yahweh came unto the prophet Gad, David's seer, saying, go and say unto David, thus saith Yahweh, I offer 3 things, choose thee one of them, that I may do it unto thee. So Gad came to David and told him, and said unto him, shall 7 years of famine come unto thee in thy land? Or wilt thou flee 3 months before thine enemies while they pursue thee? Or that there be 3 days pestilence in thy land? Now advise and see what answer I shall return to him that sent me. And David said unto Gad, I'm in a great strait. Let us fall now into the hand of Yahweh, for his mercies are great, and let me not fall into the hand of man. So he was given a choice. You could either deal with the famine, you could deal with being persecuted by your enemies, or you could have this great pestilence go through the land. And he chose the pestilence. It says, so Yahweh sent a pestilence upon Israel from the morning even to the time appointed, and there died of the people from Dan even to Beersheba 70,000 men. And when the angel stretched out his hand upon Jerusalem to destroy it, Yahweh repented him of the evil and said to the angel that destroyed the people, it is enough, stay now thy hand. So he had to actually call the angel back, man, from just laying down everything. And the angel, he wasn't sad, he wasn't moping like, what have I done? I can't believe it. Old people, what about the babies? Oh my God, he was
it's for the kids.
Yeah, what about the kid? He didn't care, man. He's an angel of death.
And if the Most High wouldn't have stopped him, he would have killed everybody off.
Yeah, he was doing this thing, listening to classical music, man, while he was laying niggas down, man. Damn, I'm just putting a spice to it, but hey, he was doing a job with a straight face, man. Putting men, women, children, babies to death, man. And that same angel is finna come back around, man. That's why we say the topic of the title of the night is that 2020 is nothing more than an undercard. When you watch the undercard, that's all the up and coming fighters. That's all the guys you really don't want to see or watch, man. You looking for the main event. You looking for the main event, man. So 2020 ain't nothing but an undercard to what's finna come. All right? Because the Most High, the prize man on the planet Earth, Yahawashi is finna come and get it on with the so-called white man. All right? And the rest of the nations out here. All right? He's gonna be kicking ass and putting people dead. It's gonna be blood, guts, ass everywhere, man. The Lord's finna knock a lot of you niggas seeds out your watermelon, man. All right? He gonna be having a smile on his face while he do it too, man. Go ahead,
Hey, and leading up to Yahawashi coming back, the Most High is going to utilize his sword, that sword furthest for destruction, the wicked Esau Edom, to really get on you, Jakes. The elder brothers sent us an article showing how Sleepy Joe, Uncle Joe Biden's all for the New World Order and the Great Reset and bringing about those isolation camps. Operation Warp Speed with the troops on the streets, the Maxine, the chip, you name it. And we already have seen that he doesn't give a shit, especially about you Judites, with all the shit he's been talking about you. So you Jakes are really in for a rude awakening once these floodgates of destruction really open up.
I got one real quick. Proverbs 17:11. An evil man seeketh only rebellions. Therefore, a cruel messenger should be sent against him. All right.
Hey, and when the Most High sends those cruel messengers, it's not a letter you want to open, so to speak, because it's only going to be bad news.
Yeah,
Lamentation.
Hey, the Lord finna send a hit, man. He gonna send them spiritual gladiators down here, man. To see how well you niggas can hold up, man.
I want to back that.
I got one after you. I probably can.
Hey, y'all remember watching? Hey, y'all remember being little watching gladiators? You seen them niggas? Them niggas ripped up, man. You know them same two angels that beat up Halalyam back in the Maccabees.
Yeah.
You best believe them guys coming back, man. Noble, what it said, no noticeable in strength. I mean, them angels was jacked up, boy. Them niggas them angels had muscles on top of muscles, probably, man.
Probably with electricity going through them too.
Yeah, pulsating through them, man.
Hey, Anak, before they started beating him with those rods, they got that horse to turn around and kick him in the chest.
Hey.
That was a beautiful account.
God. But before you get your precept, Amawad, could you just finish out that verse in 2 Samuel?
Oh, Khan. Where was I?
Verse 16.
Khan. And when he so like in 2 Samuel 24:16, and when the angel stretched out his hand upon Jerusalem to destroy it, Yahweh repented him of the evil and said to the angel that destroyed the people, "It is enough. Stay now thine hand." And the angel of Yahweh was by the threshing place of Aruna and Jebusite.
Khan, hey, it is enough. These death angels, these cruel messengers aren't going to stop putting that business to you, Jakes, until that cup of blood has been fulfilled, and the Most High is like, hey, it's enough.
Yeah.
Everything's been done, so hey, we're just gonna go transition to the kingdom of heaven right now, where even more beatings are gonna happen to you heathen nations. But that's a whole nother story in itself.
I got one. This is the book of Sirach 39, and I'm gonna start at 27. It says, "All these things are for good to the godly. So to the sinner they are turned into evil. There be spirits created for vengeance, all right, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. And in the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Right? Fire and hail and famine and debt, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts, scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. These shall rejoice in the commandments, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is, and when their time is come, they will not transgress his word."
Hey, spirits created for vengeance. Those death angels getting on people to commit acts of extreme violence, getting on animals to go and tear people up and eat them, getting on scorpions and other bugs to get people, getting on the elements like trees falling down or electrical storms or fires breaking out to consume people. Hey, all these things are in the cards for you people, especially 2/3 of the nation of Israel, for your wickedness. And as it said at the end, they shall rejoice in his commandment. They shall be ready upon the earth when need is. And when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. So once they get the green light, they're going to put the pedal to the metal and rev that engine on you people.
I got two real fast. This is Sirach 18:3. It says, "Who governed the world with the palms of his hands, and who in all things obey his will?" All right, for he is the king of all, by the power of dividing the holy things among the profane. All right, and the other one I got is right here. I get to the point. I go up a little bit. This is Sirach 16:26. It says the works of the Lord are done in judgment from the beginning, and from the time he made them, he disposed the parts thereof. He garnished the works forever, and in his hands are the chief of them unto all generations. They neither labor nor are they weary, nor cease from their works. All right. It says, none of them hinder another, and they shall never disobey his word.
Hey, speaking of those angels, they're not going to hinder each other in the commandments they've got, or again disobey the orders they get from the Most High. So there's going to be no pleading and crying and holding up your baby in front of that destruction to try to elicit an emotion from them. None of that's going to happen. You people are going to have to drink that cup of judgment and destruction that you so happily filled up, living in your filth and wickedness.
Hey, my thing is, why they never tell Jake in the church that the angels are going to be killing people when they come back? That death and destruction is going to be happening. Huh?
That's going to mess with their money. Hey, that pastor in the church is a spirit created for vengeance to lead you people astray, to go off from the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahawashi bahasham Yahawashi, so you can build up your wickedness to be justified in being destroyed.
Yeah, you got pastors all in the bathroom. All right, got your wife doing something naughty for a 40, doing something naughty for 40, man.
Prayer panty.
Right? Yeah, we with the prayer ministry singing hymns. This nigga in the back, all right, in the closet, doing something naughty for 40, man. All right, trying to get to your woman yabba dabba do.
Wearing a garment made out of Crown Royal bags.
Yeah, man.
This
touching the members inappropriately.
Yeah, behind that oven, man. You behind that oven.
This is Psalm
getting buttered up back there, man. Go ahead, brother.
God. This is Psalm 78, and I'm gonna start at 10. They kept not the covenant of the Most High and refused to walk in his law and forgot his works and his wonders that he had showed them. And I'm gonna jump down to 49. This is what happens. He cast upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath, and indignation and trouble by sending evil angels among them.
Khan, the spirits created for vengeance, the sword to slay, the famine to consume, the pestilences to kill people off, the animals to rip and tear, the scorpions to sting, you name it. Hey, this is the lamentations, mournings, and woes of the scriptures. This is the times we're living in right now, the last seconds of the last days, which are going to be worse than any other time in history, even worse than the days of Noah, when only Noah, his wife, his sons, their wives, and the animals made it from the great flood, that first death. Well, we're going into the second death, which is going to be capped off with that fire to destroy, that nuclear fire. So if you escape the multitude of calamities, the only thing you have to look forward to as your reward is getting burned up by nuclear fire. So really, the brothers and myself always talk about it. Anybody that gets put to death right now before Jacob's trouble really kicks off, it really got mercy from the Most High.
Yeah. That's scripture too, man. Oh, that's
I got it, cool.
I'm gonna get it.
And does somebody know where I think it's in Wisdom of Solomon where it talks about the newly created creatures?
Yeah, I get it.
Con.
Yeah, let me wrap this up. One more verse. It says, he made a way to his anger. He spared not their soul from the death, but gave their life over to the pestilence.
Spared not their soul unto the death, but gave them over to the pestilence. And some people are just allotted to go through all these horrors and feel that death by pain, that pain to the nerve endings. You people are really going to go through stuff that you would only imagine is something a Hollywood director would come up with. Because our elder brother always brings out an article talking about what Esau is going to be doing to you Jakes in these concentration camps, cutting you up with chainsaws, putting thumb screws on you, pouring acid on you, all manners of horrific tortures for you Jakes because of your wickedness.
Yeah, they got all type of bills passed, all type of torture bills, because you look at DJ Donald Trump, man, that guy spoke several times highly about torture, man. Several times. Keynote speeches, he's talking about waterboarding and getting it on, man. You know, they even got a bill in the House right now. They talking about bringing old Sparky back, man. Y'all know Sparky.
Hey,
niggas Niggas putting that head on, strapping niggas up, and turning up the power, man. They getting ready to bring back the firing squad too, man.
Hey, I got that article right here.
Oh, bring it out if you got it.
Con, I saved that one. That's a must read.
Why is it bringing back so much of these ancient killing tactics, man? For the great hoorah, man. It's the end. Niggas gonna be getting hung out here, all type of shit, man. Politicians swinging from fucking roadways and light poles and shit, burnings and shit. You about to see some shit with your if you are allowed to stick around, man. You're gonna see some horrific shit out here. Hey, we already seeing niggas getting two to both eyes, man.
God.
Nigga coming around the corner with the half a man, got fire jumping out 3 inches, man. Knocking motherfuckers' faces off down the street, man. And then, like I say, they went down. They got the news on right now. Somebody got killed, man. Triple shooting.
I already know.
Airbags out, nigga halfway out the car. Look, it's right now. I'm looking at the news right now, man. A triple shooting, man. Shit everywhere, man. But go ahead, brother. I'm watching it. Damn.
Hey, what you said about these politicians getting dragged out and beat to death. Hey, on a quick side note, a good example of that is go look up the death of Benito Mussolini. What they did with him is they dragged him out. They beat him to where his face looked like Play-Doh, and they shot him and his old lady in the chest and hung them by their ankles upside down by meat hooks.
Hey, I just did a video concerning the anti-Trump protesters that's bringing body bags to the doors of the senators, man. They're just putting the body bags in front of their doors, all in the name of COVID.
And I told you, man, people getting in that raw spirit. People getting back into that Conan spirit, man. They're bringing it to the end of too, man. Really, all women, like the brother said, this is true shit. Some YouTuber woman, they just found her on the side of the goddamn road, man.
Her naked dead body at like 4 a.m. on the side of a gutter somewhere on the street.
Yeah, and up there in Houston, man. Hey, man, motherfuckers getting in that Conan spirit. They ain't playing out here, man. It's that state property. Get down and lay down. That's gonna be the whole use of the law, man. Ain't asking for a goddamn thing.
God, I got that article.
Hey, bro, they run it, man. Jake gotta hit that, man.
And hey, Trump has said before, he may have not said it exactly like this, but it was along similar terms. He said he was a student of medieval torture. But this is an article from RT.com titled, U.S. Justice Department amends federal execution rules to allow death by hanging, electric chair, gas chamber, and firing squad. The amended rule was entered into the Federal Register on Friday and permitted the government greater flexibility to carry out capital punishment using any method prescribed by the law of the state in which the sentence was imposed. While lethal injection remains the most common means of execution and previously the only one permitted under federal regulations, the new rule will accommodate states that allow for alternative methods, including death by electrocution, nitrogen gas, hanging, or firing squad.
I'm gonna say this: we live in the state that we live in, Louisiana, man. This ain't nothing more than a prison state, man. A prison camp state. They're all about everything that brother read. They're about that shit, man. Mm-hmm. You know, you go look at Angola. Angola to this very day look like some shit from Life, man. The movie Life. You know, and it was all about old Sparky, man. The electric chair. It was about that shit, man. I'm talking about, you ready? Hit this, pull that latch, man, and Jake get fried, man. Hey, he gonna bring that shit back.
Jake on the Green Mile right now. They walking that long walk for that short execution.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, then Jake on the Green Mile right now, man. That's that last place you go for. You go where the elder said you go before they turn them lights out, man.
Yeah, man.
And you know, Esau's already about the hanging. He's been liching you Jakes all throughout American history. So that's about to come back in a very big way. Cutting off your rod and putting it into a pickled jar, setting your body on fire, all horrific means that the Most High is going to allow these Edomites to do to you Jakes in that day.
Especially you men, man. You old weak, wet noodle niggas that can't take shit, man. You all up on your woman's breast, man. You niggas gonna catch a bad one, man. You know? You niggas gonna catch a bad one, man. So you better eat all that icing and hit it with that lightning before the time come, man. Because you ain't gonna have it too long, man. Straight up. You better do all that you can to your woman, man. Go ahead.
Jay gonna get caught eating that ice cream.
Oh, he gonna get caught eating that ice cream bad, brother. Ball ice cream too, brother.
With his ass in the air like
brother.
On his stomach. You heard me eating that ice cream.
Yeah. Eat none but ice. That's why I said you better eat all the icing and hit it with that lightning before Jacob's trouble come, man. Better get it in. Man. Do your thing, Jake, because hey, well, what's to come? You're not gonna even be thinking about no goddamn box, man. You're gonna be thinking about survival, man, and crying. That's why the scripture said a lot of you niggas gonna turn into women, man, in that day. Boo-hooing and drawers full of shit, man. I'm just being blunt tonight, man. Oh, you gonna tear some drawers up, man. You niggas gonna be having the best use for you gonna be a pimp in that day. Cause you niggas gonna tear some drawers completely up. Crying, boo-hooing, and snotting, man. And we know some guys that ain't gonna be able to, hey, man, we know some guys right now ain't gonna be able to stand in the rain, man. You niggas gonna be just like Wyclef John, begging for 911. Especially you old thugged out niggas. We see it all the time. Niggas go from a thug to crying for the same people he talk against 911. He crying for 911. Old Wyclef niggas, man. But 911 gonna need 911 in that day, man. I would tell you, we tell you all the time, man. You gonna call 911, and one of you brothers on the phone gonna answer the phone for your ass, man. Hey, man, he ain't coming. Hang up on your ass.
Pick up Shalawam.
Shalawam. Bet. Hang the phone up.
Got a quick one to back you up, Elder.
Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 11, verse 25. In the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction. And in the day of affliction, there is no more remembrance of prosperity. For it is an easy thing unto Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi in the day of death to reward a man according to his ways. The affliction of an hour maketh the man forget pleasure, and in his end his deed shall be discovered.
Now, Jake, you tell me 1 hour gonna make it, especially you Louisiana, Jake. You old toe sucking Jakes down here, man. The Lord said gonna take 1 hour for you niggas to forget everything, all the toe sucking. All right, all that behind the oven with your woman, you gonna make you niggas forget about that, man.
You gotta chill, bro.
God damn.
Oh man, bro. That man be cutting up, bro. I be cutting up.
Hey man, boy, the Most High gonna. Hey, we put some some sauce to it, man. Make it sound jazzy, but the Lord gonna jack you niggas up, man. You women too, Keisha. You gonna get jacked up. You gonna get jacked up, man. These soldiers that's coming over here, or that's already here, man. They got it. The Lord got it. What they said in the street, your grandma and them. That man got a death wish. They gonna have a whole spirit on him, man. We read it tonight. The brother on the top of the screen next to me. All right, that brother read it to you already, man. What's the deal is? They're gonna be really that lynching shit coming back, man. Firing squads. The needle, all that shit, man. Esau gonna bust this thing wide open, man.
I got you, son.
I got one.
Hey, man. Go have fun, Jake.
You got it. Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You got it.
Yeah, it's Amos 3:6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city and the Lord had not done it?
Oh man.
Hey, again. Hey, at the end of the day, the Most High is the one that's in control. The good and the evil, and all the calamities that are coming are all sanctioned by the Most High through His death angels. So that That very same God and Jesus you're calling for in that day is the very same one that put out those orders to put you in whatever calamity you're going through at that moment.
Yeah, that's why we tell you, Jake, you better repent, man, and turn back to the Most High full-heartedly, man, with all your power and might. Hey, because, hey, man, once this deal go down, ain't no turning back. Ain't no, hey, Lord, can we go back to last week when I ain't know no better? Nah, man. Everybody getting grace and mercy right now, man. But hey, man, the Lord finna turn this shit off, man.
Mm-hmm. He says, as his mercy is great, so is his correction also.
That's right. When
it's time to correct, he coming, man. Because hey, right now, the mercy period been for all these years, all this time. That been a mercy period. In the day of judgment, there is no more mercy. Like the mercy is out the window. But this is Sirach chapter 16. I'm gonna start at 17. It says, I'm gonna get the 11 and then jump down. It says, and if there be one stiff neck among the people, it is marvel if he escape unpunished. Because if the Lord say you gotta marvel at it being, if one stiff-necked person escape, man, unpunished. So that's saying what the Lord like, look, I'm gonna get the whole multitude of people. It tell you in Job 34 and 29, whether it be done against a nation or just a man only. All right, so the Most High knock a whole nation off over one man. What?
The Lord's calculated. Instead of running down, it's an old saying. Why run down the hill and only shoot one cow when you can walk down the hill and get them all, man? So that's what the Lord's finna do. He's finna casually walk down that hill and get everybody, all the wicked. All right, all of them that transgressed the laws and commandments of the Most High, even the wicked. He's gonna get you all at one time, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
This is
if I could just make a point on that verse 11 where it said, if there be one stiff-necked among the people, it is a marvel if he escape unpunished. What should come to mind is that Amos 5 where it says, if a man fled from a lion and ran into a bear, but escaped the bear and put his hand on the doorpost and bit by a serpent. Hey, if you wicked Jakes escape one calamity in that day, ultimately you're not going to go unpunished, because you're just going to fall into an even worse calamity where you would have wished that first calamity you fell into would have been that final nail in your coffin.
Hey, the brother did a video. Hey, it's circling around Israel. I don't know if y'all brother seen it when he had the vision in his dream about the people who didn't want to repent. His family members, they were scratching their skin and all their skin was falling off. Y'all ain't see it?
Yeah, tell me about it, man. That might just happen.
It's posted on the elders page, different. But it was a heavy dream because it was a lot of torture going on in the dream. That the Lord was torturing it was his relatives who know about the truth and adhere to it, but don't want to do what it consists of. Don't want to repent. But this 17, Sirach 16 and 17, it says, say not thou, I will hide myself from the Lord. Shall any remember me from above? I shall not be remembered among so many people. For what is my soul among such an infinite number of creatures? So he basically saying like, look, the Lord ain't gonna get me. You're gonna get everybody else. Jay get in that proud spirit. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, is fully set in the hearts of men to do evil, man. It says, behold, that's the point. Behold, the heaven and the heavens of heavens, the deep and the earth, and all that is therein shall be moved when he shall visit.
Hey, that's cool. That's the great horror that Yahawashi is bringing to this planet. Hey, on a in-your-face level with these famines and pestilences and soldiers killing people, but on a macro level, these nuclear missiles hitting the planet, making it rock to and fro like a drunk man, new continents coming out of the ocean from the destruction, continents sinking into the ocean. Just it's beyond imagination, the terror that is coming.
Hey, the magnitude of the destruction gonna be from the heavens of the heavens. The Lord basically like, look, I'm allow this this vibration to reach damn near almost back to me. That's how much destruction I'm gonna do to it. Because it said the heavens and the heavens of thee. God damn. The mountains also and foundations of the earth shall be shaken with trembling when the Lord looketh upon them. You got it?
Con.
Yeah, man. Oh boy.
Lord about to move the axis of the earth out the way.
Con.
Off its course. I'm about to move it off its course.
You're dealing with a power that sends out lightning, and the lightning, once it reaches its destination, calls back to him and says, I my area.
Here am I, Lord. I hit what you instructed me to hit. Come on, man. This who Jake playing with out here. You playing with the man who the lightning obey him. The lightning say, when it make it to its destination, here am I, Lord.
That's heavy, man.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
I got one. This is Nahum 3:3. The horseman lifted up both the bright sword and the glittering spear. There is a multitude of slain, a great number of carcasses. All right. There is none end of their carcasses. They stumble upon carcasses.
Hey, that my mind is that Jeremiah 25, where it says, the slain of the Lord shall be from one end of the earth even unto the other, and they shall be as dung or shit upon the ground. There's going to be so many dead bodies in that day that when you're walking over them, you're not going to give a second thought to those dead bodies, like you don't give a second thought to that smelly shit you flush down the toilet.
Yeah, he just cut straight with you, man.
Hey,
like their own
Jake too occupied Jake too occupied with that bald head thump, and that's what we call them things down here. The bald head thump, that's a nappy head woman, bro.
Yeah, man. A beach ball, man.
A beach ball.
Tennis ball.
That bald head thump.
The Tweety Bird.
That's throwback. You got it, huh?
You want that Jeremiah?
After Wa'adi gets the precept, we're gonna get that Jeremiah. But could you give me that second Ezra 16? Let me see. Start at 17.
This is a real quick one. Matthew 10:15. Yahawashi speaking, verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city.
Hey, that says it right there. Because how was Sodom and Gomorrah taken out? With fire and brimstone from the sky, from the Most High, just eradicating that place, turning it into a desolate wasteland. But the Most High is saying Sodom and Gomorrah is going to be more at peace than the great destruction that he's bringing to the planet now, leading up to the second death with that modern fire and brimstone, those nuclear tipped ICBMs.
You want that second Esdras?
Con.
In the second Esdras chapter 16, verse 17. Woe is me! Woe is me! Who will deliver me in those days?
And this was Esdras, a man of the Lord, who knew he was a man of the Lord, getting end times vision, saying, woe is me. Who's going to deliver me in that day? That's how terrible the visions he saw were.
Yeah. And like the apostles always say, men back then were a lot more masculine. They were a lot more austere. They were a lot more war ready. So if a man thousands of years ago is writing about this vision and he was terrified, just the idea that you're just going to stroll through Jacob's trouble, that's the Lord is going to have to be with us every second, every step of the way. That's the only way to make it out of this.
Let
me keep going.
Con.
The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, and the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come?
Hey, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famines and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear. Even these elites that are going to be safe in their underground bunkers, their undersea bases, their mountain retreats, and their low orbit space stations are going to be scared in that day. seeing all the destruction that's taken place on the planet Earth. So how much more you people out here that are going to be roaming the streets, roaming the woods with nothing but the shirt on your back, and if you're lucky, a gun with a few bullets in it.
They got some more meat on that thing. You can go down into 23, man.
That's exactly we're getting the full clip on that one.
Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment.
And we're seeing the beginning stages of it right now. Of course, you've got the beer flu, the C-19 pandemic going on. You've seen food shortages during this first lockdown come about. You've seen these long lines at these food banks stretching for miles and then running out of food in the first couple of hours. People losing their job, farmers destroying their crops, locusts destroying crops, storms and floodings, you name it. But as it says in the very next verse,
behold, ritual shall be so good cheap.
Read verse 20 out.
But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges.
And a perfect example of this was during this first C-19 lockdown, when things were looking pretty critical out here. A lot of brothers were talking about how they had old friends from the world, family members coming to them scared, asking questions. What's going on? Hey, give me some answers. What do I need to do? But as things started to ease up a little bit, they went back to just being degenerates. They got even worse. Some even started slick side scoffing at the very same people they were asking for answers from. And the Most High took record of all that. So once this real heavy hitter really hits, hey, it's gonna blindside you and knock all the teeth out of your goddamn mouth.
And that's why the Lord said that, don't give your pearls to swine, because all they're gonna do later on is rent you for the same things you giving them, the same word that you giving them. They're gonna rent you, man, for it, man. And so scoff them off, man. But the really and truly, the joke's on them, man. The joke's on you niggas, man. Hey, we, like I said last couple of videos back, I did a video with the Elder of War, and I said, man, if you look at it right now, if each and last one of us, was the Lord was to shut this thing down right now, man, we did what the Lord asked us to do, man, for us, His word, man, to our full abilities, man, and we feel good going down knowing that we did it. You know what I'm saying?
God.
Yeah. Beautiful point. This is verse 21. Behold, rituals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And
hey, you had a point you wanted to make?
No, you got it.
I was just going to say, it says, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. Hey, you can still enjoy some of your creature comforts out here. You can go out and buy a PlayStation 5. You can watch Netflix. Food's still somewhat cheap. So you're really not seeing how dire the situation is. But hey, if you're really paying attention to things, you're seeing that some goods haven't even returned to the stores, like Lysol, for instance. I haven't seen Lysol since March. And also, there's a particular brand of wine I like to buy, and I went in to get it last week, and it jumped up $5. That's how high the inflation's getting. So these prices are about to go up because the dollar value is about to drop even more before it crashes. There's going to be even more food shortages. These truckers are eventually going to stop bringing stuff to these stores. These food pantries are going to run out. You're not going to be able to go to the stores to get what you want due to the second lockdowns. And then you got to look forward to the vaccine and the isolation camps for those that don't want to go along with the program. And even if you do go along with the program, these troops are still going to tread you down like the mire in the streets.
Yeah.
Says, and even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion.
Hey, sword, martial law, isolation camps, foreign and domestic troops raping, robbing, murdering, and butchering people, famine, which are eventually going to lead to cannibalism. That's how bad it's going to get out here. And that's a beautiful point Kaya brought out with that vision the brother had, where he saw people ripping skin off of their arms. In Isaiah chapter 9, it says that a man shall snatch at the flesh on his right arm and not be satisfied, and then snatch at the flesh on his left arm and still not be satisfied. Cannibalism is not going to be enough. People are going to start cannibalizing their own bodies due to the famines.
Yeah, man. We know through every captivity, all right, even going back to the Greco-Roman Empire, rape is imminent too, man. A lot of you niggas gonna get your buns glazed, man.
Damn.
Serious shit. A lot of you niggas gonna get your buns glazed out here, man. A lot of you women, you gonna get your shit glazed too.
Yeah.
Straight up, man. Like, we make it sound, good to you, funny, but it's the truth, man. This is gonna get real heart attack serious, cancer serious out here, man. You're gonna get bust down, man. Get your shit buttered up. Troop gang raping niggas, man. You niggas gonna get that. Yeah, you better butter that corn, man. And I'm gonna put 3 in your head, man. Jake gonna think, oh, I don't know, bro. And Jake gonna go with the business, man.
Hey,
Jake have no integrity, man. You already know.
Yeah, niggas ain't got no integrity, man, at all. Y'all brothers know that. Hey,
especially when it comes down to living.
Yeah.
Oh man, living
And dying.
Yeah.
Integrity out the window.
Money.
Hey, we see niggas every weekend on one of the worst streets in America, Canal Street, man. Everybody out there tore down, man. They don't give a damn about nothing, man. Like one of you brothers said a long time ago, anybody that's on Bourbon Street, man, you out your body, man. You'll do anything. All right, you'll do like you said, something strange for a little piece of change, something naughty for $40, man. You'll do that shit, man.
Something naughty for 40, huh?
Yeah. Nigga do something naughty for 40, man.
A pretty good visualization of the tears to come is this old Russian movie from the 80s about World War II called Come and See, and it's about these kind of like rebel fighters in the Ukraine, in Belarusia during the 40s that were fighting against the Germans. And the movie ends. The main character is like a little 14-year-old kid, and the movie ends with the Germans coming to this village, and what they do is they gather all the people inside the church and bar the doors, and then they start throwing grenades in through the windows. This lady tries to throw her baby out, but they throw the baby back in. They start machine gunning the side of the church and then set it on fire with flamethrowers, and then they drag this one girl by her hair and throw her in the back of a cargo truck with like 20 men. And they gang rape her, and the next time you see her is like she's got a busted lip and an empty look in her eyes, and she's just like stumbling down the road with like just the inner parts of both her legs filled with blood.
Yeah, that happened for Katrina, man. They got reports of police officers and what it is, Blackwater troops raping some woman over here by the Great House station, man. And then when they finally caught up with her, she had them legs like Bambi, man, and she had a ghost look on her face, man. Shit, real shit. Hey, man, like we told them crackers this last Saturday or something. Shit, like, and it's coming from Apostle of Rambla, man. It should sound all funny and games now until the shit happen, man. Go ahead, you got it.
Hey, it's a movie on. I think Ryan, you might know it. Piss on My Grave.
I heard of it.
These men just was raping this woman, just constantly raping her. Now, yeah, in the movie had it to where they threw her in the river when they thought she was finally dead and she lived. And she came back to end up killing them. But Esau gonna always make the story look like it's about something. But I think it's Spit on My Grave. That's the name of it. Spit on My Grave. And these men was just raping the woman, bro, like just steady raping her. They just tied up in the house and just went back to raping her, back and forth, raping her. Yeah, they'll go out, get something to eat, feed her, and rape her. Give her something to drink, then rape her. Like it was up. It's called Spit on My Grave, I believe.
That's coming, man.
Hey, the Most High is about to spit on you, Jake's entire existence, and there ain't gonna be.
I want to say real quick, especially you peanut butter chasers, man. Them troops gonna drag you to the beach, man. from the back of the Humvee, man. They're gonna drag you to the nearest beach. All right. Y'all don't know what's finna come, man. It's about to get ruthless out here, man.
Yeah,
2020 gonna look like a goddamn stepchild to 2021, man.
Yeah, that's it. Let me read the thing. This is it. I spit on your grave. It's Jennifer Sarah Butler, a writer, rents an isolated cabin in the country so she can work on her latest novel. The peace and quiet is soon shattered by a gang of local thugs who rape and torture her, then leave her for dead. But she returns for avenging, trapping the men one by one and killing all the men. But listen, that ain't gonna happen. That's the add-on to the story. That's the American dream. That's the American dream ending right there. It ain't gonna happen that way though.
Hey,
ain't gonna be no Wonder Womans out here with that bullshit, man. Straight up, we give it to you straight, man.
The arm shield blocking bullets and all that. No,
nah, man.
Hey, you women and children are just going to be at the mercy of vicious and violent men in that day.
Yeah.
But here's a quick precept. The brother Kayal posted it on the comments. This is Zechariah 14 verse 2. For I will gather all nations against Jerusalem for battle, and the city shall be taken, and the houses rifled, and the women ravished, the women being raped. And half of the city shall go forth into captivity, and the residue of the people shall not be cut off from the city. That their house is being rifled, going into 2nd Ezra 16 around 70, or they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord, and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. And half of the city shall go forth into captivity. These FEMA camps, torture centers, isolation centers, you name it. But that residue that shall not be cut off is that elect, those with the mark of Thawah, or that mark of exemption on their foreheads. And you can go back to that 2nd Ezra 16, and then we can go to that Jeremiah 15, and if anybody else doesn't have anything, we can just cut it off from there.
This is verse 22.
Oh,
22. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape of the hunger shall the sword destroy.
Hey, you may find some kind of food in that day, or cannibalize somebody to survive, but those that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. These FEMA troops, NATO troops, mercenaries, bands of rapists and thieves, and ultimately those nuclear missiles being your final judgment. If you don't have that mark of exemption on your forehead and you're not of that elect number, you're not making it out of this maelstrom of terror that the Most High is about to bring.
Yeah, because some of these major cities, I wanted to say, New Orleans, Detroit, Chicago, LA, Atlanta, crime has gone up at least 90% in some of these cities, man. People are getting down out here. Petty thieves, robbers, carjackings, murders. You got people now down here, literally robbing the mailboxes and shit, taking checks. People is going for what they know, man. So imagine when it's lawless. There's no law enforcement. Which Jake understand it out here already, because they already laid off a bunch of police officers for furloughs and layoffs, man. There's no firemen. So what you think the Cowboys gonna do, man? They're gonna be Cowboys, man. They're gonna wild out, man. Just wilding the fuck out, man. You got some bozo, all right? Some goof troop nigga at the house thinking shit sweet, man. Shit ain't sweet out here, man. People, man. You know, you the delivery man. UPS, they gonna take the whole truck from you, man. No, you the man that got all the Pampers in the back of the truck.
Yeah. Hey. And it's holiday time, and
it's cold weather too.
And they're in the midst of maybe not being able to celebrate Christmas due to this pandemic.
Oh, nigga, rip you in half.
Jake about to flip out. Jake about to flip out not being able to celebrate Christmas. Jake about to lose everything in the top of his brain, bro.
And they're talking about cutting off those government benefits on December 26th.
Benito.
Yeah.
Over with. It's over with, man. He's about to lose it out here, boy.
Yeah, spirits ramping up, boy.
Hey, Jake will come out to get busy, boys, and spill your shit all over the concrete for behind Christmas, man.
Yes, indeed.
They can't get one of them goddamn rugrat ass kids one of them toys for Christmas. Niggas will kill you, man. Oh yeah, what the brother said. The state troopers are no longer in the French Quarter. Yeah, man. It's about to get the wild, wild west out here, man.
Jake say
huh?
Jake say he feel less than a man not able to get his children no toys for Christmas. I done heard Jake tell me that. Like,
yeah, you gonna feel less than a man when somebody get behind your oven, man. Yeah. Put some icing on your croissant.
Yeah. Verse 23. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down.
And the dead shall be cast out as dung, or again, shit. It'd be so much death and destruction in that day that people are going to just become emotionally numb to it. That's how horrific it's about to get out here.
And that's how the people. Hey, you exactly right, because that's how the people are in the Middle East, Afghanistan, Baghdad, Fallujah. Those people are emotionally numb to violence, man. You know, they see it every day. That's when you go down to Mexico, you watch with that TV show, the news for it's called on tip of my tongue. It's the news station for Mexico, but anyway, they see dead bodies like on the regular, man. They don't even flinch. You seeing people hung, beheaded, mutilated and shit. But you Americans over here, they babysit you and pacify you so much, you don't know what's real out here, man. You don't know reality. You haven't seen reality yet, man. But you finna see. You finna see how nasty it can get. Go ahead.
I was at the park, and I saw these two Edomite women walking their dog. It was like a little dog, and the dog looked like it threw up, but the dog was just playing with a leaf. And the one Edomite woman was so like sick by it, she almost threw up at thinking the dog threw up, but he was really eating a leaf. That's how unprepared you Americans are for all these terrible things that are about to come. If you're gonna throw up over seeing a little dog throw up.
Hey, you brought this memo 2 years ago when the guy around my mom's house got shot up. Got shot up real bad 2 times in the head. You know, seven to the body. Every woman that was out there on the crime scene watching this guy bleed out, every woman out there was throwing up, man. I mean, you had throw up right here, across the street, in the middle of the street. You even had niggas gagging around there, man. Showing you how weak your stomachs are, how pretty much soft the imaginations and the thoughts of you people are, man. You haven't seen nothing yet, man. You finna see niggas' heads twisted like goddamn bottle tops out here, man. Ripped to pieces. Burnt up, all type of shit. You know, hey, birds can tell that comes from Katrina. You see niggas blow, the niggas look like the Michelin Man. Bodies blowed up, man. For the funk, man, of that, man. You finna really see something out here. That's how, and we try to give it to you according to the scriptures, but you don't want to take heed, man. Jake don't want to dance to the beat of the sound of the most highest drum that he's trying to give you, man. The music. But you gonna find out though, man. You just gonna find out, bro. Hey, we can get out of here though.
Hey, Amor, give me that Jeremiah 15, read verse 1 to 3, and if one of you brothers could get me a Jeremiah 25, read verse 31 to 33, we'll close it out with that Jeremiah 25.
Okay. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 15, starting at the top. Then said Yahawah unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be toward this people. Cast them out of my sight and let them go forth. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth?
Hey, and this is the time we're coming to. Jake's during the famine of the word and Jacob's trouble coming up to the men of the Lord and asking them questions. Well, hey, our ministry's been done. And as it says in Ezekiel, our tongues are going to cleave to the roof of our mouth. The only thing we're going to tell you in that day is the judgments that it's about to go into, that you jakes are going to have to go through.
John. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith Yahweh, such as are for death to death, and such as are for the sword to the sword, and such as are for the famine to the famine, and such as are for the captivity to the captivity.
Hey, concentration camps, martial law, getting gunned down in the streets by these troops, starving to death because there's no food, dying from diseases out here, you name it.
And I will appoint over them 4 kinds, saith Yahweh, the sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, and the fowls of the heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy.
Hey, those animals out here, stray dogs that haven't been eaten for a couple of days, roaming the streets in packs, ripping people apart, getting attacked by, as the elder brother said, getting pecked to death by chickens, animals escaping the zoos like lions and cheetahs and shit like that, roaming the streets, perched up in trees, waiting for your stupid ass to walk by before they jump on you and maul you to death, etc., etc.
Hey man, niggas, when a nigga baby mama die, he gonna die. God. Off the jump. When a nigga baby moms and his old lady, when they get put to death, he gonna die. You might well. Hey man, he might well just jump in front of the way too, man. You niggas, hey man, Jake, especially you Jake down here in New Orleans, this Louisiana period, man. You Jake's boy. Oh man, you Jake's with that woman, boy. A lot of you cats gonna get put to death behind that woman, bro.
So you had that Jeremiah 25 wide yet?
I got it. Where you want me to start from?
Read verse 31 to 33, Baba Kasha.
Okay, this is Jeremiah 25 and 31. A noise shall come even to the ends of the earth, for the Lord hath a controversy with the nations. He will plead with all flesh.
And I'm sure when you go into that word plead in the Strong's there, it's shafat, which means vengeance, judgment, righteous indignation, punishment. The Most High has a controversy with these nations, these heathen nations, for their wickedness and what they did to the children of Israel, and 2/3 of the nation of Israel who are hard-headed and have refused to return under their power, want to be everything else under the sun but who they are, the children of Israel.
He will give them that are wicked to the sword, said the Lord. Thus said the Lord of hosts, behold, evil shall go forth from nation to nation, and a great whirlwind shall be raised up from the coast of the earth.
Evil shall go forth from nation to nation. The famines, the pestilences, earthquakes, cannibalism, rape, robbery, and murder, martial law, detention centers, death camps, you name it. And ultimately that whirlwind, those nuclear missiles being shot to the ends of the earth, 200 million of which are going to hit the United States and turn it into a desolate, uninhabitable wasteland afterwards.
Verse 33, and the slain of the Lord shall be at that day from one end of the earth, even unto the other end of the earth. They shall not be lamented, neither gathered nor buried. They shall be dung upon the ground.
There you go.
That dung again. They're not going to be lamented, nor buried, nor cared about, because there's going to be so much death, destruction, and misery from one end of the earth unto the other in that day that people are just going to be emotionally numb and only concerned with the next 10 seconds of how they're going to try to escape judgment.
You see it now with the narrative of Esau. Esau, all these COVID bodies, Esau just dumping them, and so-called dumping them in the back of refrigerated 18-wheeler trailers, man. So imagine that day with all that electricity, all that preparation to put them in graves. They gonna give a damn, man. It's gonna, wherever they lay at, that's what they're gonna be, man.
Hey, and those dead bodies laying around are also gonna breed more diseases, pestilences to further kill people off.
Yeah, man.
So, hey, it's about to get rugged, rough, and nasty out here. So to you sincere Akim that can hear this message, right now you should be doing whatever you can to get back into the good graces of your power, Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, so you can hope to have that protective hedge over you for when Jacob's trouble really kicks off. You brothers have any points you want to make?
Yeah, man.
So with that,
go ahead, Ike, you got it.
So with that, we hope you sincere Akim were edified by this lesson. And again, as always, we're going to give all praises, glory, and infinite honors to Yahawah. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And peace and salutations to you sincere Akim out there, pushing this word in truth and sincerity to the four corners of the globe. May you brothers endure until the end. Shalawam.
Shalawam.